Please welcome to the stage the winner of the Sir Peter Ustinov Comedy Award, Kathryn Hahn.
Oh my God. Wow, you guys. How about that Canadian accent, eh? So you're welcome. This is really, this is so amazing. You crazy Canadians. What were you thinking? What's happening? This is just, I am so ridiculously flattered and honored to be here. This is insane. I would love to thank the beautiful city of Banff, which I have to be honest, I thought was an acronym when I first came here for your festival. I was like, being around nature, freaks, famous people, British, and never France, forever friends. Thank you, Crave TV, for carrying our show. And to the visionaries and risk takers at Showtime, including Amy Israel, for believing in us and for the patience and for letting us find our voice. And especially to, of course, Shalom Auslander, the brilliant mind. They broke the mold when they made you, my friend, and they burnt it. And to Sir Peter Ustinov, the very funny comedic genius, who was in Spartacus, by the way. I had to look it up. He was also known as a humorist, which the very word makes me laugh because I always think of the bathroom books my dad had by the toilet. Just a lot of do you remember The Far Side by Gary Larson? A lot of that, a lot of gag jokes. But Sir Peter Ustinov, thank you. Okay, before I continue, for most of the people in this room, I should introduce myself. My name is Kathryn Hahn. I am an actress. I am a mother and an actor. I am a human being that happens to be a woman. I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, and I remember as a small child looking out across the great lake that is Erie at your beautiful, vast, mountainous, gorgeous country and thinking, I cannot imagine I would ever be on this little podium holding this amazing award. Because you know what, you people do grow them funny up here. I'm not, Catherine O'Hara, I'm talking to you, you goddess. John Candy, I could never, my father's favorite actor of all time was John Candy. Andrea Martin, forget it. This gentleman, Jerry D., who I'm obsessed with now. Every time I work in Canada, I bring my children home coins. And they hold on to them like treasures, little relics from an exotic locale. I still don't know what any of them are called. I'm talking about my children. So sorry. My first taste of Canada was in a Starbucks at the airport. And I have to tell you, we are not that different. We're not. I went to Niagara Falls with my family on a road trip on the Canadian side. And I remember through the teeming sweat and smell of urine and tempers, and it was just the hottest, most humid day, and there was just garbage. And I remember looking and seeing my mother's face as the mist from the falls kind of gently brushed across her cheeks. And she looked so wistful and said, "It's so much more beautiful on the Canadian side." And then, from then on, Canada has definitely been a part. I did my first movie in Canada. It was the very easily translated How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. And if you have it, it's in the Criterion Collection. if you haven't seen it yet. We stayed at a hotel called the Sutton, or as we adorably called it, the Slutton. So it was a different time. When I was pregnant with my first child, I was in Vancouver shooting a movie called The Last Mimsy, which was also in the Criterion Collection. Please don't confuse it with The First Mimsy, as that movie does not exist, oddly enough. Went straight to The Last Mimsy. You guys, I started at the Cleveland Playhouse. Why I wanted to get into this mess in the beginning was that feeling of going into this little dark brick theater, totally empty, musty, dusty, little ghost lamp on the stage. Me and a couple of other barefooted, sweaty, scrubby actors, and we would just make something out of the abyss. And sometimes it was funny, usually it was not, but it didn't matter. And there's that feeling that I've been just like on the hunt for. And weirdly enough, like the last couple years, I feel like I've been able to feel that in the work that's happening in television. And it's such a crazy, exciting time to be involved in this medium, whatever that means now, like the broad scope of content and the platforms that it envelops. Like, I mean, there's so much to watch. The bar is so high now. There's rules are being broken. There's people like Shalom and Jill, like people are able to take these crazy risks because I feel like people want complicated and they want messy and they want real and they just want authentic voices and, second guessing and hand wringing and, work by committee of people that really don't even have their fingers really in the work. Like, I just feel like that's over. Like, there's something, the line between comedy and drama could not be blurrier, and that is so exciting to me as a fan and as a contributor. I'm crazy excited to be in shows that are taking risks and that are giving voice to people that have too long been in the shadows. And I mean, how nuts is this? And to be able to make people feel something and laugh or just laugh or not or get mad or whatever. It's such a great, exciting time. And just to be up here is nuts. This is so truly, truly nuts. So, on behalf of the real TV stars that were too busy to schlep to your gorgeous city of Banff, I accept this award on all of their collective behalfs and on behalf of the United States of America. Thank you very much.